You know what's interesting? A lot of guys hit their 40s, 50s, even 60s, and they start panicking about dating. They think they're past their prime, that younger women won't give them the time of day. But here's the reality. You actually have advantages now that you didn't have in your 20s or 30s. You just need to know what they are and how to use them. First thing, confidence. Not arrogance, not cockiness, but real confidence. The kind that comes from knowing who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. Younger women can smell insecurity from a mile away, and nothing turns them off faster. But when a man over 40 walks into a room and he's genuinely comfortable with himself, that's magnetic. You've lived enough life to stop worrying about what everyone thinks. That's attractive. Second, you need to understand that younger women aren't looking for a father figure. They're looking for a man who's interesting. A man who's done things, who has stories, who can teach them something about life without being condescending about it. The key word there is without being condescending. Don't talk down to them. Don't treat them like they're naive. Have real conversations. Here's what a lot of older guys get wrong. They either try to act young, which comes off as desperate and sad, or they lean too hard into being the mature, sophisticated guy and end up being boring. The sweet spot is right in the middle. Be yourself, but be the best version of yourself. Stay in shape, dress well, not like you're trying to be 25 again, but like a man who takes care of himself and has his own style. Now let's talk about what younger women actually can't resist. Stability. Not just financial stability, though that doesn't hurt, but emotional stability. A man who doesn't fly off the handle over small things. A man who can handle problems without falling apart. A man who's been through enough that he doesn't create drama where there doesn't need to be any. That's incredibly attractive to women who are used to dating guys their own age who still act like teenagers emotionally. Purpose. You need to have something going on in your life beyond just chasing women. A career you care about, hobbies you're passionate about, goals you're working towards. Women are attracted to men who are going somewhere, who have drive, who aren't just sitting around waiting for life to happen to them. And at your age, you should have this figured out. If you don't, that's a problem you need to fix first. Here's another big one. You need to be genuinely interested in her as a person. Not just her looks, not just the validation of dating someone younger, but who she actually is. What she thinks about, what she cares about, what her dreams are. If you can't do that, if you just see her as arm candy or a trophy, she's going to pick up on that and you're done. Younger women are smarter than you think. They know when they're being used. Listen more than you talk. This is huge. So many older guys make the mistake of trying to impress younger women by talking about themselves constantly. All their accomplishments, all their experiences, all their wisdom. And yeah, those things matter, but you know what matters more? Making her feel heard. Making her feel like what she has to say is valuable. Ask questions. Be curious. Let her talk and actually pay attention when she does. Don't be desperate. This might be the most important thing on this list. Desperation kills attraction faster than anything else. If you're too available, if you're too eager, if you act like she's your only option, you're toast. You need to have a full life that she gets to be part of, not an empty life that you're hoping she'll fill. Have your own friends, your own interests, your own schedule. Be someone worth fitting into her life, not someone who has nothing else going on. Physical fitness matters. I'm not saying you need to look like a bodybuilder, but you need to take care of yourself. Eat right, exercise, stay active. A man in his 50s who's in decent shape is more attractive than a guy in his 30s who's let himself go. It shows discipline, it shows you care about yourself, and it shows you'll be able to keep up with her. Plus, let's be honest, it affects everything from your confidence to your performance in the bedroom. Be direct about what you want. Younger women appreciate honesty. If you're looking for something casual, say that. If you want something serious, say that too. Don't play games. Don't string her along. Don't be vague, hoping she'll just figure it out. At your age, playing games just makes you look immature. Be upfront, be honest, and let her decide if that works for her. Don't try to buy her affection. Yes, take her to nice places. Yes, pay for dates. Yes, be generous. But if you think you can just throw money at her and that's going to make her attracted to you, you're wrong. That might get you in the door, but it won't keep her interested. She needs to actually like you as a person. She needs to be attracted to who you are, not just what you can provide. Understand generational differences without being weird about them. She might reference things you don't know about, use slang you don't understand, have different cultural touchstones. That's fine. You don't need to pretend you get it all. Ask her about it. Let her explain. Be curious about her world. But don't make a huge deal out of the age gap. Don't constantly point it out. Don't make jokes about being old. Don't act like it's this huge obstacle. If you treat it like a big deal, she will too. Have social proof. This means having friends, having a social life, being someone that other people enjoy being around. If you're a loner with no friends and no social connections, that's a red flag. It suggests there might be something wrong with you that everyone else has already figured out. But if you have a solid group of friends, if people enjoy your company, if you're well liked, that makes you more attractive. We're social creatures. We look to see how other people treat someone as a gauge of their value. Be good in bed, but don't make it all about sex. At your age, you should have figured out how women's bodies work. You should know how to take your time, how to focus on her pleasure, how to make her feel desired. But if that's all you bring to the table, if you're just trying to prove you've still got it, that's shallow and she'll get bored. The physical connection matters, but it needs to be part of a bigger package. Don't badmouth your ex-wife or ex-girlfriends. Nothing makes you look worse than sitting there complaining about your exes. It makes you look bitter, immature, and like you haven't moved on. Even if those relationships ended badly, even if you have legitimate grievances, keep them to yourself. She doesn't need to hear it, and it doesn't make you look good. Have your life together. At this point in your life, you should have a decent place to live, a reliable car, some financial stability, and generally have your act together. If you're still living like you're in your 20s, struggling with basic adulting, that's not attractive. You don't need to be rich, but you need to have your basics covered. Be present. Put your phone away when you're with her. Listen when she talks. Make eye contact. Show her that when you're together, she has your full attention. So many people, especially as they get older, get distracted and checked out. If you can be fully present, fully engaged, fully there with her, that stands out. Show ambition, but not at the expense of everything else. Have goals, have drive, be working towards something. But don't be the guy who's so focused on his career or his goals that he has no time for anything else. Balance matters. She wants to see that you're going somewhere, but she also wants to know there's room for her in that journey. Be playful. Don't take everything so seriously. Have fun. Joke around. Be spontaneous sometimes. A lot of older guys get so serious and rigid that they forget how to just have fun. If you can make her laugh, if you can be lighthearted when appropriate, if you can still tap into that playful side, that's incredibly attractive. Respect her independence. She has her own life, her own friends, her own goals. Don't try to control her. Don't get jealous over nothing. Don't try to monopolize all her time. A secure man can handle his partner having her own thing going on. An insecure man tries to possess her. Be the secure man. Bottom line, being over 40 is an advantage in dating if you know how to use it. You have experience, stability, confidence, and resources that younger guys don't have. But you need to bring your A game. Stay in shape, stay interesting, stay confident, and treat women with genuine respect and interest. Do that, and age becomes an asset, not a liability.